Hey, I'm Dean and this is Legacy Voyage. In Season 1, I'm documenting my journey to earning my first 100K net worth as a full-time college student. Join me as I share some of the lessons I learned along the way. This is the job that your teen should be doing that'll get them into college without paying for it. And it'll also just help with money, building social skills, making connections, and hanging out with really cool, rich, and successful people that'll just help them out in life and everything, honestly, in general. It's amazing what this job will do for your teen, for if you're, I don't know, listening to this at like 13 or something. As a teen, I think this is the best job and the number one thing that helped me get to where I am today for sure. And listen till the end till I tell you the job. But till then, I'm going to tell a story of how I came into the job and how everything really worked out. So this was back when I was I was literally 13 years old when I started. So I was back freshman year, because I'm a young freshman for my age. So it was freshman year of high school. And I was just chilling. We were at the lunch table talking. You know how lunch is in high school. You're just chilling, talking with all your friends. And then we get those emails, those bulk emails that I thought, everyone gets these emails, so it doesn't really matter. But I checked the email, talked about some scholarship program opportunities, something crazy like that. And I was like, okay, not a big deal because everyone gets the email. But then I'm asking around, and I'm asking some of my friends like, hey, did you get this email? They said, no, I didn't get it. But there were only a couple few people who actually got the email. And I was like, okay, so this actually might be something special, something unique. So I'm thinking about this, and it's on my mind. And it talks about how there's this program. It doesn't really mention the details of it, but it's a summer program, and there's a potential scholarship involved. And we're gonna meet next week sometime during lunch. That's all that was in the email, and I was like, okay, well, let's go check it out. Well, what's the worst that can happen, And luckily, one of the other people who got the email was my cousin. So me and my cousin, we pull up to the meeting. A week passes. We walk in, and in this room, there's like six to 10 of us, and we're all sitting down. We're all like, those blue-eyed freshmen. We're new to school. This had to be like in the winter. So we got a semester under our belt, and I think actually the semester was probably just finishing up. So we pull up to this meeting, and then our counselor is there. At the time, I really wasn't a big fan of it, because you know how the counselor is in high school. They're telling you, well, these are all the opportunities out there. These are what you should be doing, and what are your plans for the future? What do you want to do when you grow up? What are the classes you want to like? All those questions that you, especially as like a 13, 14-year-old, you do not have any idea what you want to do. And that was me. I did not know anything I wanted to do, any of the classes I wanted to take. And it was, that's what my relationship was with my counselor. So we pull up to the meeting, and the counselor is there, and there's like 6 people around. And then she pulls up the slideshow. She's presenting. And then she mentions this thing that I have no idea about. It's this sport that the only thing that I knew about this sport was something about Tiger Woods, and it was golf. She mentioned how there's this program for golfers, and you go out and you golf in the summer, something like that. That's what I understood. But then as she kept talking, and she kept talking and talking, she mentioned how you actually didn't have to know anything about golf at all. I was like, okay, I don't. And she kept talking and talking. And then she said, well, actually, some of our students in the past have applied for this program and they got in. So she keeps listing all the benefits. And I'm going to list all the benefits right now, because these were the benefits that she presented that I didn't even know there were hidden benefits behind that. Like, after I got out and I went to the program and did it, there's so many more benefits. But these are the ones that she presented to me. The first one was that I would get money during the summer. That's the easy one. I get money during the summer and the job is caddying. It's being a golf caddy. It's the people, who carry the bags when the golfers are going. I had no idea what a caddy was. I had no idea there was a golf bag. I had no idea anything about golf. I still don't know anything about golf actually, because I mean, not to be not to ridicule myself or nothing, but I'm a bad caddy. Like, I'm not a good caddy. I don't know how to read the greens and all this stuff that the the golfers need in a caddy. I'm not that dude. But what I can do is hold a conversation, and that's something that I think has really helped me. So some of the benefits she was listing, we get money for every time we go on a loop, and a loop is basically like it's a round of golf. So you can think of it. It's like it's kind of like an Uber driver. If you're an Uber driver, right, and you get and someone hops in your car, you get paid for every drive that you do. And if you're an Uber driver, think of this as like a 4-hour Uber drive. So you take someone to 4 hours away, or let's say 2 hours away, because you have to come back. Because it's like a 4-hour loop, is what it is. And you're basically on this trip, and as you're driving, you're trying to fill the person out. Are they a talker? Are they not a talker? Well, what do they like? What are their interests? You try to get to know them a little and try to get them talking about themselves. But in an Uber drive, there's not really much conversations going on. Depending on who you are, depending on who your driver is, but there's not really many conversations going on. On the golf course, it's very different. It's like it's there's a lot more talking for sure. But that's one of the things that she said was, not only are you gonna make a whole bunch of money, probably like 2K, 3K for the summer, but you're also gonna learn how to talk and speak with people. That was a big plus. But you're also going to meet and connect and learn from a whole bunch of successful people, because the people who are golfing, they're rich. Like, you're not gonna see a broke person on a private country club golf course. It just doesn't happen. So a whole bunch of people, they're gonna be like doctors, business people. They're gonna be doing big things. And those were some of the things that she listed off were amazing. But then also, they pay for living, they pay for food. We get all the food for free. We get to live on this campus. And it's just amazing, everything she listed out. But the thing that hooked me up initially, man, when she said free food, I mean, I started smiling. I looked at my cousin. We made eye contact. We started shaking hands. Like, yeah, yes, sir. So as soon as she ended the meeting, she gave us the whole spiel about what this thing was. It's called Caddy Academy. It's an academy for caddies. Caddies are just people who carry the bags. So she gives the whole spiel. Me and my cousin, we walk out. We're looking at each other like, bro, this is a dub. Like, we gotta do this. We gotta send it. So we're thinking about it. We're dead set on going. We're applying for this thing. Hopefully we get in. Hopefully get it together, because if we can get in together, that would be amazing. And we would just go out there and chill, have some fun, do some caddying, eat some free food. I mean, it sounds like a dub. So we apply for the program, and the application is like, it's a pretty light application, because they don't want to make it too hard for some of these freshmen. Because I remember I was only a freshman at this time, literally like 13 years old, and I'm writing my essay. I put literally weeks into my essay. I put so much time, and I was reading back on it lately, and it was actually so bad. I cannot believe no one else helped me out writing this essay. It was so bad. But it was good enough to let me get in, because I got the email. I was like, my heart was pumping, my heart was racing, and I got the email. And as I'm opening it wasn't even an email. It was actual mail. So it's physical mail. And we see where it's from. It's from the place that I applied to. And my heart is pumping, and it's racing. And then my cousin, he got the same piece of mail. And he's nervous. He's all sweaty. He's opening up. I see the video of him opening up. And he got accepted. And then we're celebrating. Let's go. But then low-key, I was kind of down on myself, because what the counselor told us was that usually only one person from each high school gets accepted. And that's just how it works. That's just how it was. So when I found out he got accepted, I was like, man, my chances are extremely low. He's going to go out there and have a fun time, but I'm going to stay at home, do whatever, maybe travel a little, just have a normal freshman summer. And then my mail gets in, and I'm so nervous. I mean, my palms are sweaty. I'm sweaty. I'm breathing fast. And as I'm opening this letter, I'm reading it, and the words are, "You are accepted." And I'm just relieved. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to this thing that I'm really going to have a lot of fun in. And then I realized that this is actually going to be a whole adventure. This is going to be a whole ordeal. I'm going to have to go out. The deal was I'm in Vegas. They fly me out to Chicago. I'm going to go live out there for the next 7 weeks with some strangers that I don't know, working a job about a sport that I don't know, have any idea about. All these uncomfortable things that are coming racing into my mind. And these are the things that I'm actually going to go out there and do. So I go through school, and we're looking forward to this program. We go through school. We get a packing list. We get everything together, all the uniform, all the stuff that we need for the job, all the stuff we need for living. It's like going off for college. That's basically how it was. Or it's my mom is super nervous because this is the first time I'm going to be away from her for a long time. I'm not really nervous. I mean, I think I'll be fine. But then when I get out there, I'm there for like 2-3 weeks. I start feeling homesick. That's the first time I really felt homesick like that. Because that was the longest time that I've been away from home for 7 weeks without any of my siblings, any of my parents. It was just me and my cousin, and we're just out there. So the day finally comes. I got my 2 suitcases packed up, my bags all ready to go. My cousin's ready to go. We wake up at like 4 in the morning for our flight at 5 or 6, some crazy like that. But we wake up early, and we are so tired. Well, actually, I wasn't really tired because I slept super early the day before. But we get up, we're drowsy, everyone's slow. It's one of those mornings. Because you know how whenever you're traveling, it's just, especially on those early morning flights, those early ones, you just feeling tired. You just want to hurry and be there. Hurry up and get on the plane. You got to go through security, wait for the flight, check in your baggage, all the things that comes with traveling. So as we're traveling, and we finally get to the place. So as we get to the airport, we're going through security, we get to the gate, and this is the moment where we're saying bye, because it was my auntie who drove us there, and we're saying bye to her, and we're gonna be off. We're gonna be alone. So we hop on the flight. We're going. I'm super nervous. I'm not sure the other people we're gonna meet. But we get there, we finally land, and there I was, a 13-year-old. I'm nervous. I'm kind of cold from the plane, stepping out into the Chicago airport. I'm like, what have I gotten myself into? What am I doing as a 13-year-old halfway across the country, about to meet some people that I've never met before, and it's gonna be crazy. So we step out of the airport, we finally get our bags, we get everything together, and we drive down. And that was the story of how I started at Caddy Academy. It's the best decision, one of the best things that have helped me in my life, for sure. Because out of that, there are some hidden benefits that not many people know about. And I think, because if you look at the program, look, you take away the free food, you take away the free living expenses, you take away free travel expenses, they drive us everywhere, you take away the money that we're gonna have. Every single loop is like 2-3K. I think this past one I made, I think 4. So I made a lot of money last month, but then also the people we're gonna meet, the social skills that we're gonna gain. The social skills are incredible. I mean, I was able to learn how to speak and communicate with people that I have no idea anything they are, any background of them, but I was able to strike up conversations and hold them, and it taught me good work ethic. But you take away all those things, and at the very end, there's this huge scholarship. There's all these stories that you get to do. There's the experience of living with other strangers who are your age, and you just get to hang out and and make new friends, and it's amazing. I think every 12, if you turn 12, go and caddy. Especially if you have a 12-year-old, make them go caddy. Find a golf course on Google Maps, super easy. Find the golf course, call them up, ask them if your son can caddy, and put them in it, or your daughter. Ask them if they can caddy, because this is the best job that every teen should be doing. It teaches you all the social skills. You get to be around all these cool people, and there's just so many opportunities. And even if you don't have a golf course near you, which I did not, or I had no idea how to do that at all, the program, Caddy Academy, literally did everything for me. All I did was apply. They flew me out. They put me at a golf course. They gave me the training, and then they put us out there, and we sent it. I thought that's literally what we did. We just sent it. So this is the best thing that I think every teen should be doing. This job is amazing, and it's one of the biggest things that have helped me in my life. It's how I got into Northwestern. Just talking about the experience that I had with that. It's how I got my scholarship. The Evans Scholarship literally pays for all the tuition and all the housing. It's like $60,000 worth of payments, or $70K, because it costs I think $80K to come to school out here, and I'm literally paying nothing because of the scholarships that I was able to earn. And it's amazing having that opportunity, the people that I'm going to meet out here, that job, that program, it actually changed my life. And I think, I hope caddying can help other people as well. It's an amazing job. And definitely put your son or daughter in caddying, for sure. Okay, that was the story for today. And I think the other lesson is, besides caddying, is go for uncomfortable situations and get comfortable in the uncomfortable. I think that was another big lesson, big takeaway from that. Life update. That was the story for this episode. Life update. It's been a while since my last episode, and to be completely honest, it's been about mental health, physical health, balancing all the things that come with being a student and trying to do big things, trying to be an entrepreneur. That's the life update. It's why I haven't been posting. But lately, I've just been organizing myself, getting myself back in order, like getting all myself back in order. One of the big things that I think is really going to help me is one of the books that I read a while back, a long time ago. Not even too long. It was like 2 years ago. But it's one of the books that actually changed my life, because it helped me do better in school. It helped me get my health on track. It helped me do everything. And I hope it'll help you do the same. The book is called Tiny Habits. And over these next couple days, weeks, I'm going to read the book. But not only am I going to read it, I'm going to post summaries about everything that I read. And not only am I going to do that, I'm going to go through the exercises and post the exercises that it talks about. But just a quick rundown of Tiny Habits and what it is. I just asked ChatGPT to write a 3-sentence summary, and this is the summary. Before I do that, let me describe the author. The author is a Stanford PhD, and he's literally an expert in behavior design. That's what it's called. He's an expert in behaviors, habits, and everything like that. The Stanford PhD, he's a lab at Stanford where he teaches people, and he's taught like 60,000 students how to do this, and it's amazing. So this guy, BJ Fogg is his name. He presents a method for creating new habits and making lasting changes in one's life. The Tiny Habits system emphasizes starting small, celebrating successes, and experimenting with different approaches. By anchoring new habits to existing routines and building momentum over time, individuals can create positive changes that lead to greater happiness and success. that's the 3 sentence summary. There's an in-depth summary. I'm gonna go through an overview of the stuff. I'm gonna go. I think make some type of. I really want this to help other people the way it has impacted my life and changed my life. So I'm really gonna go hard on this summary, post it to the website, post it on the LinkedIn, do all those things because this book is phenomenal. It's what a word, right? Phenomenal. This book is phenomenal. You gotta check it out. Maybe I should start doing that too. I'll do word of the days or word of the episode. I like that. So now this podcast has turned into a story, and I think most of my stories from now on they'll be like short, quick stories. The story, the life update, and then I'll do a story, word of the day, then life update. How about that? Something like that. We'll figure it out. I'm learning as I'm going. There's more things I'm going to talk about in the future for sure. But that's everything I want to touch on this episode. I'll see you in the next one. But till then, I'll talk to you.